Why do some Facebook posts die the moment they're posted, and then there are others that go completely viral? What can we do to please the Facebook algorithm gods?
There's lots you can do.
Who's that?
I'm Megameta, the almighty deity of Facebook algorithm gods. Duh.
Okay, Mega Meta. How about if I go ahead and share some easy and practical ways to tap into the Facebook algorithm to get more likes, comments, shares, views, and clicks, and you can let me know if I'm on the right track?
You want me to validate? Sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So guys, here's the deal. When you publish a post, Facebook has to decide how many people's news feeds your post is going to be delivered to. They'll start out with a small sample of your followers, and if you get enough engagement, then Facebook will deliver your post to even more followers, so then even more people engage. And then Facebook will send your post to even more news feeds, and you can see how this is a positive snowball effect. Now the problem is, according to Rival IQ, the median engagement rate on Facebook is 0.08%. 0.08%. That means for every 10,000 people who see your post, on average, only 8 will engage with it. That totally sucks, Megameta.
I know.
And a 0.08 engagement rate isn't going to inspire the Facebook algorithm to deliver your post to more news feeds. The good news is there are some technical things you can do that help prompt more engagement so that you trigger the algorithm. The first thing you can do is use news feed targeting. If you want to increase your engagement rate, what you can do is narrow down which people actually see your posts, and you want to narrow down to the people who are most likely to engage. And this is a completely free feature on Facebook. So you go to your business page and then click on Create Post in Creator Studio. On this next screen, here's where you craft your entire post with the image or video or link and the caption. And you'll see towards the bottom under distribution settings, it says use newsfeed targeting. And here you can narrow down by age, gender, location, and language. Is that right, Megameta?
If you want to leave people out, sure.
Well, we can't be everything to everyone. Anyway, the next tip is to avoid links. And what I mean by this is that Facebook is going to deliver your posts to more news feeds when those posts keep people on Facebook. In other words, they don't have a link that direct people to a landing page outside of Facebook, such as a landing page to your website. Now, obviously, this isn't always possible. I mean, sometimes you do want to use social media, including Facebook, to direct people to your website and get traffic there. But when you do want to reach more people and thus increase the number of people who engage with your posts, you can try a couple of the following things. First, let's say you have a blog article on your website. Instead of providing a link to that article on your website, pull out 2 or 3 cool quotes that really show your expertise. And then each individual quote becomes an image quote, and each of those image quotes are delivered on your social media over the course of a few weeks. One company that does a great job of this is The Agency Guide, and here's an example of a quote that's repurposed from one of their team members' articles. The other tip about links has to do with video. Instead of providing on Facebook a link to your video on YouTube, upload that video also directly onto Facebook so that people on Facebook can watch it directly on Facebook. Now, I will tell you that this is a best practice I don't do. I do provide links to YouTube from Facebook because my number one priority is growing my YouTube community.
You're just making excuses.
I am not. Facebook isn't everything, you know. Megameta? Hello? I guess I drove him off. But the key takeaway here is if Facebook is a priority for you, upload directly onto Facebook. And this is actually a perfect segue into my next tip, which is to post video. Now, if you've been on my channel for some time, you know I've talked about video before, but that's because video is so powerful. Not only is Facebook going to deliver your posts to more news feeds when you have video, but people are more likely to engage with that video too. And believe me, if you haven't started a video yet and you're feeling intimidated about it, I totally understand. I was so intimidated when I first started getting into it. So let's make this super simple. I want you to think of a single question that your customers always ask you. For instance, one question that I'm frequently asked is, how often should one post on social media? Then all you have to do, I kid you not, is pick up the phone, press record, and for 1-2 minutes, however long it takes, answer that question. And that's your video. You're providing information you know people want, you're doing it in a totally humanized way, and you're triggering the algorithm. Ta-da! So, Megameta, how does that sound?
Yeah.
You also want to avoid engagement bait. And what I mean by this is don't blatantly ask people to engage with your posts, such as share with your friends or like if you agree. Because besides it looking desperate, sorry to say, the Facebook system will pick up on these trigger words and purposely reduce the number of people who see your post. You also want to engage with your engagement. That means when someone does comment on your post, be sure to like the comment, then comment back, then like your own comment. And that way you've just taken a single piece of engagement, which is the original comment, and turned it into 4 pieces of engagement. Now Facebook will see that your post has 4 engagements and it'll say, wow, this must be an interesting post. Let's go ahead and deliver it to more news feeds. Now, is this behavior a little excessive? Yes. Does it work?
Indeed it does.
Oh, cool, you're back. Awesome.
Yeah. Don't mention it. You should also talk about Facebook groups.
What about groups?
Participate in groups. Duh.
Okay, let's talk about participating in groups. Now, this isn't exactly an algorithm hack for your business page, but it is an algorithm hack for Facebook overall. The Facebook algorithm favors posts that come from groups rather than business pages. So in other words, a post coming from a group is probably going to reach a whole lot more people than a post coming from a business page. And by the way, I am totally not saying, and I don't think Mega Meta here is saying either, that you should nix your business page and just do a group. There's still so many advantages to having a business page. For instance, you can do paid advertising on your business page, and business pages are easier to manage, and you just have more control over your brand on your business page. What I am suggesting, if you have the time for it, is build and nurture a Facebook group alongside your business page. Now, of course, not everyone's gonna have time for this. Most of us are like crazy busy, and the idea of adding one more thing to manage is... And what you can do in that case is join a couple Facebook groups as your business page. And there are lots of groups out there on Facebook that give you the option of joining as your business page. The most important thing is to look for groups where your potential customers are and your potential referral partners are. And of course, be sure to follow and respect the rules of that group so you stay in good standing.
Always follow the rules.
You also want to aim for quality, not quantity. Now, almost every social media manager is going to tell you to post 5 times a week on Facebook, but if you put yourself on a tight schedule like that, it's easy to fall into the trap of just trying to get posts out of the door rather than giving yourself the time and the space to develop posts that can drive engagement. Now, obviously, the most important thing is to be consistent. If you've been on my channel before, you know I talk about this, but you don't have to be consistent 5 times a week. How about 3 times a week consistent? So again, you have room for creativity. So that's it for now, and what I want...
Wait, aren't you forgetting anything?
Oh, you're right, thanks. We don't just want to hack the algorithm, but we want to create posts that actually inspire more likes, comments, shares, views, and clicks. So watch this video in the top left corner, and you're going to learn how to really grab your audience's attention and earn more engagement. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.